Drake versus Kendrick. In 2025, I think this artist is the most searchable artist in 2025. I'm talking about Drake versus Kendrick because of the beef. As you know, both rappers are Drake and both rappers having a beef, and because of the beef, everyone is talking about. So in this video, I'm gonna talk about step by step, and by sketch I'm gonna talk about by facts who is more famous in 2025. Okay, so without time wasting, I'm starting the video. Okay, so number one, I'm gonna talk about who is dominating Spotify in 2025. Okay, so first I'm gonna talk about Drake. Okay, so if I talk about Drake first, everyone knows who is Drake. Okay, Drake is so famous in the art. Okay, I mean in the universe maybe. Okay, so Drake is so famous, but if I talk about only Spotify, Drake has a Spotify literally 80 million. Okay, definitely monthly I'm talking about 80 million listener. Okay, but second I'm gonna talk about Kendrick. If I talk about Kendrick has 91 million on Spotify monthly, I mean, and which is record breaking. If you don't know, this is literally breaking a record. So in 2025, definitely Kendrick has more Spotify monthly listeners. So definitely in 2025, definitely Kendrick is dominating more Spotify comparison to Drake. So this point goes to Kendrick. Okay, now I'm gonna talk about number two. Okay, so in the number two, I'm gonna talk about who has success chart. Okay, who has more success charts. Okay, so I'm gonna talk about number one, Kendrick first. So Kendrick has definitely number one chart success. Okay, but overall I'm talk about if recent 2025 Drake. So Drake recent album, as you know, Some Sexy Songs For You. This is the name of the album. Okay, so with this album, definitely Drake hit number one with 246k selling the unique. Okay, so definitely this is surpassing Drake in 2025. So Drake has more chart success in recent time I'm talking about comparison to Kendrick. So this point goes to Drake. Now I'm gonna talk about number three. Okay, so if I talk about number three, this is going to be fun. Now I'm gonna talk about who has more awards. Okay, who is winning the game. Okay, so first I'm gonna talk about Drake. So I mean, this is the recent chart. I'm not gonna talk about overall. Okay, so please remember. So if I talk about first Drake, so Drake didn't win any big awards in this recent year. Okay, because this is the video I'm making in the recent, you can say sketch, not overall. I mean, Drake already has award, but I'm talking about in recent years who has more awards. Okay, in this year 2025, you can say. Okay, so in 2025, Drake didn't win any big award, which is quite weird. I mean, I don't know why. I mean, Drake is so big, but yeah, this is the fact. But if we are talk about Kendrick, everyone knows Kendrick literally winning 5 Grammys in 2025 at once, which is quite far if you compare with Drake. Drake literally didn't even win any big award in 2025, but Kendrick won 5 Grammys I'm talking about. So definitely Kendrick in 2025 has more awards comparison to Drake. Okay, now I'm gonna talk about number 4. Okay, so in the number 4, I'm gonna talk about who is more impacting in the audience in 2025. If I say, yeah, so number 1, I'm gonna talk about, as usual, Drake. So if you don't know, in 2025, because of some controversy, Drake literally lose some followers on Instagram. Okay, I mean, I don't know the exact controversy, but because of that controversy, Drake has a tough time. Okay, but if we are talk about Kendrick, okay, everyone knows because of the Kendrick song Not Like Us, because of this track, everyone literally talking about Kendrick. I mean, this track is fire. Okay, this is the this track or against the Drake. Okay, and as if you don't know, I mean, everyone knows in recent time Kendrick literally performed this song in a Super Bowl type of concert. Okay, biggest concert ever. Okay, so because of this, literally in recent time comparison to Drake, Kendrick impacting more in this, literally you can say, in an audience. Okay, everyone is in recent time more talking about Kendrick comparison to Drake. Now I'm gonna talk about number 5, and because of the number 5, I'm gonna decide who is giving up. Okay, so if I'm being honest, number 5, I'm gonna talk about who has more good public image and fan reaction, you can say. I mean, in this recent time, fans, who is more loved by fans, okay, who has more fan bases, core fan bases in 2025, okay. So first I'm gonna talk about, as you know, before this beef with Kendrick, Drake has good frame, okay, good image, and this is the fact, okay. But after beef with Kendrick, Drake image literally, I mean, decreased. I don't know why. Not majority of people talking about Drake, but everyone is talking about Kendrick in 2025 recent times, okay. So definitely because of this beef, Drake image is reducing, okay. But if I second talk about Kendrick, so Kendrick image after beefing with Drake literally increased so drastically. I mean, dramatically, if I say, okay. Literally in this generation, literally fans definitely loving more Kendrick comparison to Drake. I mean, everyone knows literally in TikTok and every major music platform, literally Kendrick Lamar songs, Kendrick songs literally becoming so viral, okay. And I never seen any Drake song in this recent time who is becoming viral, okay. But yes, Drake song, Nokia song is my favorite. Definitely that song is good. I don't know why everyone is not listening that song, but that song is fire. But if we are talking about in recent decade, because of the performance, I mean the way Kendrick performance on the way Kendrick literally performing in a stage, and after the beef, Kendrick literally hype increasing day by day, okay. I mean, you can also say because of the Drake is so commercially famous, so because of Drake you can say Kendrick becomes so famous. I mean, this is the debatable, okay. But if overall I'm talk about in recent time, Kendrick becomes so much more hyped and famous comparison to Drake. But there is one catch. If I talk about commercial, Drake is still having a good time. I mean, Drake is still considered good. I mean, it's not easy to defeat Drake in a commercial I'm talking about. I'm not a fan of Drake, but this is the fact, okay. In overall, if I talk about not just recent data, Drake is still considered good, okay, but definitely in recent time, Kendrick fame is increasing. Comparison to Drake, Kendrick fame is more increasing, okay. So this is the data, okay. So yeah, if I talk about recent data, Kendrick definitely has more fame, okay. But if we are talk about overall, Drake is definitely still can be considered good, okay. He is literally still one of the biggest commercial artists. I mean, it's not easy to surpass Drake, okay, in overall terms, but I guess Kendrick has a potential to surpass. But yes, in the future we can see who is going to win, okay. So this is the comparison. I hope you like that video. If you like it, you can subscribe to my YouTube channel, okay. So this is guys that's why I literally created the video. If you have any opinion, you can comment. I'm gonna make you in my next video. Tata, bye bye.